This is Chicago's very own WGN Morning News at 8.
Time now for Around Town. Marcus is filling in for Anna. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, good morning. We are here at the Paws Chicago Training Center where they have all kinds of dogs available for adoption. And this is where they go and they take the dogs here. And what do you do, Joan Harris? You train them?
We train them. We give them enrichment, exercise. Primarily, there are dogs from the shelter that would go a little stir crazy if they don't get sufficient training, exercise, and enrichment. So
excellent. And all these dogs here that you see today, they are available for adoption. Is that correct?
All of them are available for adoption. And while they're waiting for their forever homes, we like to keep them occupied and having a good time, so they don't get crazy.
And you can bring your own dog here to get trained if you have a dog, right? You guys do that too?
Yes, we have revenue classes for the public. We focus primarily on our dogs that have been adopted already, but the general public can come in. Anyone can come in to take classes here. We have a whole bunch of different classes, primarily obedience. We have puppy classes, intermediate obedience, and advanced canine good citizenship testing, and agility, obviously, and nose work.
I'm so distracted right now, just looking around at all this. I don't think I listened to a word you said. It's so great.
Okay.
We're going to have much more coming up here from the Paws Chicago Training Center. Tell you much more about what they do with all these animals for just a little bit around town. For now, I'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks, Marcus. Stay with us. Day's top stories coming up next.
Time now for Around Town.
Marcus is filling in for Anna. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, good morning. We are here at the Paws Chicago Training Center. I'm very excited. This is my favorite part of the morning. Are you ready? We're going to count this down. 3, 2, 1. Puppies! Look at the puppies going wild. There's toys and the puppies are running around and they're playing. All of these puppies are available for adoption. We have Mr. Wolf right here. We have Lou. One's named Clodagh, and the other one is Griffin. I remembered all the names. As I said, these puppies are all available for adoption. They're available starting at noon today here at the Paws Chicago Center. We're going to tell you where that is in just a bit. You can find the website at pawschicago.org. And I'm guessing these puppies won't be here for very much longer because just look at them. My goodness. I could just look at this all day long. Get over here. Come here, come here, come here. We'll have a lot more. You can come here and bring your dog here to get trained. They do a lot of training with all the rescue dogs that are here, dogs that are available for adoption. We'll tell much more about these guys and how you can come down here and check them out in just a bit.
But first, Around Town, Marcus. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, good morning. We're here at the Paws Chicago Training Center. Jordan, what do we see behind you here?
So this is Mark with Dory here. We're trying to lose a few pounds on Dory. She came to us a little bit overweight, but she's making good progress today with a 5-mile run, hopefully, or see how far we can get her on the treadmill today. But every day we meet her needs with exercise, and it's the treadmill today.
Do they enjoy it? They look like they're having fun, the dogs I've seen on the treadmill so far.
Yeah, they really do, and it's about meeting physical stimulation levels. Every dog has different levels that they need met every day, and Dory's just working hard on trying to get her fixed today.
Excellent. Very cool. Much more coming up from the Paws Chicago Training Center. More dogs, just a bit.
Time now for Around Town.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, good morning. We're here at the Paws Chicago Training Center. We have Joan Harris. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So this is where all the action's happening right now. All these dogs are being trained. What's going on here?
This is an example of what we do in a class situation. Every day these dogs come over here and we work on behaviors that will be helpful once they're adopted. Primarily things like sit, down, stay, walking on a leash, greeting people.
Now, a lot of people know you guys as the place where people go to adopt animals. Have you always done this training? Is this somewhat new for you guys to offer this training program?
Yeah, our training department started last year in June, so we just opened the training center June 1st of 2014, and the primary goal for the training center was to keep the dogs that are here enriched and to lower frustration in the kennel environment. So, you know, we do a lot with them so that when they go home, they're a little bit prepared for living in a home.
One of our viewers watching, Anne-Marie, she was wondering if you guys are looking for volunteers.
Always. These are some of our level 3 volunteers, which are more advanced. One thing that we like to do is, well, basically there's a lot of different things you could do as a volunteer, but training a dog is one of them, and we give training classes for the volunteers so that they know how to train a dog. Besides the classes, they can work with them individually.
I'm looking around here what everybody's doing. Like, so over there in the corner, they're just teaching them to go up and sit?
Yeah, basically, it's a really good behavior for dogs to do is to go to a place and lie down and stay. Mark is pretending like that's a doorway, and he's sending her to her bed, and then we give a down at the end of that, and we teach them to go to a place and lie down. So if you had company over, or you were eating dinner and you want your dog to go lay down somewhere, that would be a behavior we could teach them.
So next hour, we're going to talk about your featured 5 dogs that you have here up for adoption. We'll talk about that next hour, but if people want to adopt any of these dogs, what should they do? How do they contact you guys?
You can go on our website, which is pawschicago.org, to get information, but the adoption process is real simple. You come down to our adoption center at 1997 North Clybourne, come on in, and we'll introduce you to a dog individually and make sure it's the right fit for you.
That's so great, and all these dogs here will be adopted eventually. Very confident of that, and you can get in touch with them. A lot more coming up next hour about how they do everything here at the Paws Chicago Training Center. For now, we'll send it back to you guys.
I wonder if they can teach my dog not to run away. Is it too late for me? We'll find out next hour. 9 at 9's next.
Time now for Around Town.
Marcus is filling in for Anna today. Hey, Marcus.
Good morning. We're here at the Paws Chicago Training Center. We have Joan. You're going to demonstrate some obedience commands for us. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to show you a couple things that we teach the dogs and why we do it.
Who is this?
This is Cardenas. She's one of our featured 5, and we're going to show Kim teaching her to do a sit and a watch. Sit is a great behavior to teach every dog because you can going through doors, or sit to get their food, sit to...
And the little clicker reinforces that she did it correctly, is that right?
Yes, we use clicker training here. Clicker is a method of training that marks behavior and then tells the dog when they've completed the behavior and that they will be reinforced.
And really quickly, who is this over here?
This is Percy over here, and she's eating her treat now, but Joan is going to send her to place and have her do a down. And we also teach a couple tricks. So what she's going to do is show you her trick of taking a seat.
Taking a seat. Hey, how about that? Very nice. Well done. We'll tell you how you can come here and you can bring your own dog here to get trained, right? We'll tell you all about that and how you can get involved here at Paws Chicago Training Center. Coming up in just a little bit around town. Much more coming up on WGN Morning News.
Time now for Around Town.
Marcus is filling in for Anna today. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, good morning. We're at the Paws Chicago Training Center. Big part of the training they do here with the dogs is strength training. Is that right, Jordan?
Yeah, that's right. This is the Fit Paws equipment that you see behind us, and it's really good for strengthening the dog's cores and giving them confidence, especially for elder dogs who haven't been able to get the luxury of a lot of exercise. They can now come in and get a different muscle group worked out.
And that's difficult to get up there for the dog and to balance on the peanut. You call it like a peanut? What do you call
That's
that?
exactly it. It's a peanut, and yeah, Marcus, is really difficult. I tried getting up there myself, no chance.
And so they need to do that same like core strength training that we need to do, basically?
Yeah, exactly. It creates a healthy dog, and that provided with a healthy diet is a happy dog. So Merrick has been a big help to us with that. So.
Excellent. So a lot more coming up from Paws Chicago. We'll tell you how you can get involved and how you can adopt some of their featured 5 that they have here. That's coming up in just a bit. For now, we'll send it over to Mike Toomey.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, good morning. We're here at Paws Chicago Training Center. It is time now to get some dogs some homes. Does that sound good?
Oh, it sounds great.
We have Sarah here from Paws. You have this program called what? Featured 5, right?
Featured 5,
what is
yes.
it?
Well, at any given time, we have about 30 dogs or more that have been in the shelter for more than 3 months. So we thought, how can we find them a home? So we've identified 5 dogs that are part of our Featured 5 program. And what that entails is, as an adoption incentive, you will have, if you adopt the dog, you'll have a free year of Merrick pet food, a free year of wellness exams at our medical center, and a full free year of training, personal training with the amazing trainers that you've seen here today.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's a really good team. Let's go through who we have here, starting here right in front of us. Tell me who this is.
This is Heidi. She's a 5-year-old American Staffordshire mix. She has one eye from a prior trauma that she experienced. She is a people person. She loves her people. They're her favorite. She hangs out at our adoption center with all the volunteers every morning.
And her favorite treat, you said, is green beans?
Green beans. Believe it or not, she is a green beans fanatic. Yeah.
All right.
This is Cardenas. I love her. She's a 2-year-old Labrador Retriever mix. Very smart. She's a great example of why training is so important, because she was originally adopted as a puppy and brought back after a year, and her former owner did not train her. So we are getting her ready to find the perfect home. She's smart, loves to learn, and when you scratch her, she likes to dance. You gonna dance? You can dance? She's sweet. And this is Percy.
Great dog.
You've met Percy, 1-year-old hound mix. She's been excelling at all the tricks that she's been doing here with Volunteer Joan today. She gets along well with other dogs, and her ideal home would be in the suburbs. She is not a city girl. She's looking for a quiet home with a yard and an active runner. If you're looking to train maybe for the Chicago Marathon, she's your girl. She'll keep you fit.
She loves our photographer, Mary.
She does.
I don't know what it is, but when Mary walked in, there was like a bond there.
Oh.
I think it's meant to be.
I think it is.
We'll see if we can make this happen.
Yeah.
They're in love. So, okay, so people want to come, they see these dogs, they want to adopt them. What do they do?
They can visit our adoption center. We're open at noon today at 1997 North Clybourne. They can visit our website, pawschicago.org, or give us a call, 773-935-PAWS. We would be eager to meet with you and just really go over all 3 of these dogs and the incentives that you get if you should adopt them.
Well, thank you so much for having us today, and thank you for the work that you guys do.
Thank you for
I've
having
heard from
us.
so many people in our audience who are tweeting me, Facebooking me, just saying all the great experiences they've had adopting dogs from you guys.
Wonderful.
And they really are good animals and great success stories. So
We
thank
love
you
to
for
hear it.
having us.
Thank you so much
it's great
for
to
coming.
see
It's been a
everybody.
pleasure.
We're going to send it over to Mike Toomey.